Good morning, guys, or good day, good afternoon, good evening, depends from which part of the world you are watching. And I'm glad to see you here today. So, I hope, I hope we will plank today second half of the upper part planking, and we'll talk about your results. I just checked the group because honestly I couldn't do it earlier. So I see that some who are building model shipways version is struggling with planking because they are very thin, and you have really to shape your bulkheads or firing them perfectly before planking, because later it will be very difficult to fix exactly because of this very thin planking. So, but if something goes wrong, you always can use more wood filler or putty, and you will paint it so it will not be visible. But this is a very good practice in planking, actually. And it's convenient because all that planks are cut already, laser cut, so you just have to bend and glue them. So I'm glad to see you here today. I see that everybody who's usually chatting already here, so we can start. And before we will start, I just want to make a small announce that tomorrow I can't finish this day sailor. It's right here. I don't know how much it's visible, because tomorrow I have to drop my models at the Boston at the USS Constitution Museum. So it will be announced about a small exhibition in this museum, local ship modelers club, and all modelers who want to participate can, if you register before all, if you know about this event. So lots of models will be available at the exhibition there from, I believe, next Friday. It's January 31st, and until February 8th, I believe, it will be available for visitors at the museum. So if you want to go and see lots of models, so it's time to go in Boston. And that's why I have to drop off my models there. So we will finish this day sailor next Sunday. So let's start working on this little model. This is actually very difficult to answer your question about drill bits, because I'm buying mine in the local store in Ukraine, and I just can tell you this is drill bits which usually jewelry makers are using. They are quite expensive, especially by Ukrainian standards, but something similar you can find on Amazon. It's very convenient that they have same thickness of the tail, let's say tail, so you don't have to change your collet, but you can get any diameter, like from, I think, 0.1 millimeter even if you need it. I'm just using from 0.3. No need to buy even thinner. And let me check. I was dropping previously this link on Amazon, but I'm afraid that it was already after live stream and not everybody could see it. Let me search for it. I just saved this link somewhere, so I will drop it right now in the chat. It was somewhere in my tools, probably. Or not. I just will copy it probably from the previous stream, and it will be the easiest way. Actually, I can't. Okay, where is Amazon? I definitely have searched for them. So it was drill bit. Oh, drill build. Can't find them fast. I found something similar but not quite. Let me drop you this link. Like this. I can't insert actually links. Why? Sometimes YouTube just delete them instantly, or you can like post and YouTube will delete it later. Probably, I think it's because of the length of it. Let's say if you will type something in the search on Amazon, you should find, let me type this. So Amazon will search for you Why, if I want to find something fast, I just can't? No, it's not allowed me to copy pasta. Right. Type something like this on Amazon search, and you should find a lot of different drill bits. I can't promise you that they will be exactly the same, because mine just from the local store, and I just don't know even who is the manufacturer. I will search after this live stream more, and so I can just I will type it under this video in the description if I will find something very similar, really. So I just will not spend time right now for it, and let's work on this little model. And I think my video from the camera just decided to be frozen. Oh no, it is working. Yeah, it's working. Good. So before I will glue the second half of this planking, I just will trim a little what I already glued. so it will be less in the end to cut, trim and sand. So what I will do right now, just because we have that plank inside, so I will cut it exactly with the end of the plank. And I can do it first with a scalpel, then I will sand it. Oh, I was playing with my small copy of Lion, and he has very long nails, or so sabers. So it's a little painful. So this is absolutely the same technique which were used for the day sailor. So actually I have to round this edge of this plank in the end, so it will be like continuation of this of each bulkhead. So this is what I will do. I will shape it a little today. Here. I haven't glued properly here, so I probably can use soldering iron a little more here. I will not sand it completely today. I will do it in the end of the planking, but just close enough. Yes, just I was talking about flexibility of the drill bits because exactly they are for jewelry makers. So this is not that very sharp. Don't remember the material, carbide or something. So they they were designed to be used in this drill press, not when you are drilling something manually. That's why jewelries or drills for jewelries they more expensive because they made out of different material. That's why they are elastic, and probably that's why they also named like jewelry makers drills. You can see it in the title usually on Amazon when it is written that it is for jewelries. Then and they also have price like $10-12 for 2 drills. Yeah, this is exactly what I'm saying, that carbide, or I don't know how to pronounce it correctly, they are fragile, so they are not elastic. Yeah, they were designed to be used in this drill press. Just when you are drilling something perfectly vertical and the part or detail which you are drilling will not move, then they are perfect. But if you need to drill a lot, and for example nails on the deck or mutation also same trannels on the hull, it's rounded, you can't actually secure your hull in one position. You have to drill it manually, so that's why it's not really realistic for these fragile carbide drill bits. So William, just please let me search it after the live stream, and I will drop a link in the description under this video for this or similar drills which I can find on Amazon. Because really I just don't know who is the manufacturer of mine. It's just drill bits without any markings, or it was even without packages. It's just people who are working in that store, they are selling them from a big box, piece by piece, as many as you need. So you can order 1 drill bit or 10. They just will dig it from the box with 100 probably or more pieces in that box. Now I just will round this edge, like all these bulkheads. Just secure somehow. But convenient to hold, very light model. So not convenient because of this part also, it's constantly rolling. Okay, this is good enough. I will send the transom after I plank everything. Oh, this is not a waste of your time, of my time, William. This is just why I'm making all these live streams with everybody who is struggling with searching and choosing glues, tools, materials, because I had exactly the same problems at the very beginning, so I understand your concern or worries. Because these problems for me was huge at the very beginning. That's why I'm trying to make these videos for beginners, to show everything what I know, to share everything what I know, to show how to and where to look for it. Just when I moved to the United States, for me it was a challenge to find everything what I got used to, materials, tools. I still can't find in the United States sandpaper, which is like the base for the sandpaper actually textile. Like, who actually has these model machines from Burns, this model maker who designed the table saw which I have, and this planner. So he used this type of sandpaper, but it is on the back side written made in Germany. I believe, no, Proxon. I think Proxon has same textile based. Yeah, who has Proxon tools and used their sending disc sender, big or small. They also have this type of sandpaper. It's based on canvas, sort of. And I can't find this similar in the United States. All sandpaper based on just glued on the paper. And this sandpaper can't survive too long, because some pieces of my sandpaper based on such textile survived from my first model. And I just bought some stock in Kyiv when I was this autumn, or autumn 2024. Exactly, I just bought everything what I can't find here still, but it is very useful. I don't know if I have something to show. Not here. I see. So I'm still having this challenge to find same materials which I got used to from my previous life, let's say. And the biggest challenge for me was to find that yarn which I'm usually using for the ropes, but I found it in Canada. I believe this store, probably Shipmodeler is running it, because it looks like it. He just decided to sell ropes and yarns for making ropes, and he's using exactly this German Gütermann threads. So now I can order it from him. But before, only on Amazon I could find something and not always what I really need. Maybe that's why I'm using a lot of Amazon. And I decided to create, it's like my own store, which I'm just where I'm creating a list, and just everything what I bought from there, I just put in the list and decided to share it also, so you can buy exactly the same tools and materials which I'm using in my videos. Probably I need to make a new block, it's already clogged. And this is probably also one of the dusty part of building, sanding. But good thing that these sheets of planking, let's say, because this is not real planking, they are quite thick, so you have reserve for sanding. Emergency clause. I need to try to search that. I just can show you what I mean, because just what I have here only. So this sandpaper just is paper, and when it is based on the textile, it's really very long last sandpaper. I will be very glad if I can find something similar. I don't have to find exactly the same manufacturer, just same type of sandpaper. So thank you very much for helping me or directing me in my search. Probably at this stage I will leave it. I can feel these cracks, yeah, it's moving, with PVA glue and use soldering iron to glue it because somewhere it's not glued properly, and then I can make final sanding before actually planking the lower part of it. So I will use it, or do it right now, and let me cut also this part on the deck which is also sticking out. Thinking about to make this rail after painting model in wood, because it will be beautiful. Just thinking about to make more wooden parts and details on the model. It is always beautiful. How to secure it for doing this. Okay, lots of drops of glue, which I just have to sand. I just tried also these carbide drill bits because I haven't anything else here in first year when I just moved, and I have broken a lot of them, especially when you have to drill around 3,000 holes in the hole. Okay, good enough at this stage. Final sanding will be after planking. I was very generous with the glue here. Definitely very generous with the glue. Okay, final sanding will deal with it. Now I just will clean it a little so we will be free from dust. know if I can glue actually this side on the bottom and this side on the upper part. Can try, but we'll see. So let me clean a little everything here. Planking, but before I just, as I said, I will glue all this. If you can see these cracks here, like this, you see it's alive, it's moving. So I want to fill it with PVA, and I will use soldering iron to cure it fast. Soldering iron. Yes, I found it. So let me warm up this, and I will put it at the smallest possible temperature, like 200 Celsius. I can put it on this side. And I will need some glue. Oh, and this is another problem that I thought it was a problem. Excuse me, this is just dust. It was very difficult to find D3 standard PVA glue. Let me show you this. This is European standard, but I discovered it later, and the American state, in the United States, it's type 2. So, and I was just struggling, like, why I can't find this? And then I figured out that it is just different standards. So, but this is my favorite glue. I believe it's made in Poland. So I'm buying it in Ukraine and sending parcels for myself here. Hello, Rambo. No, the previous model is not finished yet. It is here. And the plan was to finish it tomorrow, but tomorrow I'm busy. I'm going to Boston. So we will finish it next Sunday. Yes, you can use also rotary tools. But as I said at the very beginning, I will try to use minimum tools, which usually available are for beginners, and or what it is in combo kit. So I'm mostly doing everything manually, and with soldering iron without using plank bender, because I have electric plank bender. It can be much easier to work with that. But I'm using soldering iron because more likely that everybody have soldering iron, but not everybody have plank bender. Where is my old scalpel for cleaning these needles? My fluffy assistant, I have seen him playing or just dropping everything from the table on the floor, and he dropped from the table my smaller knife. I can't find it. The entire week I was searching for it. I can't find it. I already made major cleaning in the workshop, moved everything, all stuff, and I can't find. I have seen how he dropped it, and was pushing on the floor playing with it. But where is it? He's not telling me. So I hope I will find my hobby knife, because right now I actually have only one, and I'm missing two, and a couple of pencils. But pencils, I have a lot of them here, but not knives. Imbir, what do you know about my knife? And he's sleeping in front of me, like, what are you talking about? I want to fill this cracks. It is also partially with dust, what is good. Just will be mixed with glue. It is a very good wood filler. Yeah, this is actually another trick which you can try if you have some cracks on your model, you don't have wood filler, but you just sand the entire hole, fire the lines or bulkheads. You have that dust, just mix it with glue, and this is a wood filler. Just don't use it for a big gaps, because when you will start sanding it, PVA has this like sticky, when you are sanding it gets warm and becomes sticky and just clogged your sandpaper. Okay. And I have seen somewhere here, or I already sanded something like that here. Just wanted to apply some glue. Just warm it up a little, and this is already bent part, so just PVA will cure. Actually, I can sand it immediately. You can see how it boils and sticks, and just bubbles with air even creates. So this is influence of heating. And here. I'm actually using this middle part of the soldering iron. It is not that hot as the end of it, so it is not burning the wood. Yeah, my assistant probably is the best. He's properly spreading his fur, and his fur is quite long and it is flying, so it is everywhere. I have to vacuum clean my workshop almost every day if I don't want to be my models fluffy. Okay, this one I think done. Slight sanding on it. So actually I'm keeping at the same angle as this bulkhead and the bow. No, like this. This is interesting because on the screen everything is mirrored. So when I'm trying to show you one side, I'm showing you a quite opposite side. Yeah, probably it will need a little more sanding, but later. I will want to try to show you that each bulkhead, this is just continuation of each bulkhead. Okay. So let's plank this one, and I prepared just water for it, just clean water. But I will glue it probably first, and then I will use water and will warm it up and clamp it. Oh, like this. Probably just a little like this, so you can see better. It's too bright. What kind? What I just missed this conversation at the very beginning. Alpha. I'm using their cutting mats and this with round blade. What is the proper name? Where is it? It was here. That cutter for fabric with round blade. It is also fantastic. What Alpha made. I didn't know that they have saw also. Yeah, and my assistant like right now is watching me and like, yes, I'm waiting for your live broadcast to be ended because I will get my lunch. And he will come and ask about it. Usually around noon he is coming and complaining like, it's too late. You are already half a minute late with serving my lunch. Yes, I have some clamps here, so just want to check it. This one also, you can see it bigger, wider and longer, what is good. It is much better when some parts longer than short. I will start from the middle part and will move towards the bow and towards the stern, but I probably will need more glue. And water to keep my brush not completely dry when I'm not using it. So let's begin. Oh, yeah. Now I will stick my hand to something. Just move it so I will not stick my hands into a glue again, because I already did. And just to find middle side like this. To control that will be enough for both sides. And I need to start clamping it. This will be interesting. Mwah. And right now I need really paw of assistant to be here. And he's just looking at me like, I'm good here. I'm not clamping it too tight, just so it will not run away from me if I need to move it somewhere, so it's enough in the bow. And same in the stern. So now I will add more glue and I will put back this clamp on its proper position. And probably I can start or not using water to bend. Another brush for the water. just to make it even warm, the wood, just to steam it, and it becomes more elastic. Becomes more elastic. You can use smaller clamps. And let's apply more glue in the bow, and then I will move to stern part. Visible, good. Oh, I don't need it here. Just overdid it a little. I know you can hold it. No, you can. Good. Not this one. Nothing can. And okay, I will just use soldering iron on that. Then I will clamp only this part. And I have some long clamps. Like this too. So I can try to do it from this side or from the mast. Good. And where I can stick this one even further. Or not. Okay, soldering iron it is. Then let me apply a little more glue here. So I have enough to boil, and then I will send all this brown glue. Oh, better not to solder and iron your fingers. We'll try to use this one. Yay! It's holding it. So I can apply the rest of glue, and then I will flip it and will glue it to the lower part. Not visible. Let me do this. Good job. Oh, I found a way how to do it. Now I want to show you this side. not wide enough. Not good. Because now I need to figure out how to clamp it. And now I need to glue this lower part, so I will use water. And we'll steam this plank in both sides. To the bow and to the stern. Who has more time to play with planks, you can boil the plank so it will be hot. Just boiled water, put it in the water, and boil it a few minutes, and you will get hot plank. So it will become much more elastic, so you can bend it much easier. So I'm just trying to speed up it while I'm building it online. So that's why I'm using soldering iron here. Come on. Can't move it farther. I will steam it more here. We'll go here. I will use something stronger. I have some wooden pins, clothespins. Imbir, it's too early for the lunch. I want to move towards the bow. Steam this one and then I will... Oh, don't jump. You should be here. And then I will steam entire plank one more time. And we'll check it for the gaps and we'll fill it with glue and clamp it more. Yes, true. Rubber bands also work well. So we can use for the bottom plank in them, just for an example. Come on, I know you can stick. Aha. At least something like this. Good. And if it is visible for you, I have some glue sticking out from under the plank, so I will boil it and it will harden instantly, so it will keep this plank in position. little more here. And I want to check how it is gluing in the bow. Probably I can add more glue. And I want to, yes, you can see I just pressed it and I got some drops of glue, so I want to boil them. Yeah, masking tape or something like that. It is useful when you don't have to bend anything, because wood usually is much stronger than the masking tape. I'm using a lot on square parts, mostly when I'm building display cases, when everything properly cut to proper length, etc. I just need to... Yes, Imbircho, I have still work to do. If you can see him. Somebody is asking for his lunch. It's too early, Imbir. So yes, I'm using masking tape for something like, yeah, like display cases. I believe it's dry already. It's hot through the wood, actually. Still some drops of glue. How I clumped it. Oh, good job. Actually, because this model will be painted, I just could use nails, this 7 pins. This is nails which you are usually can see in the kits. This is just 7 pins, the smallest 7 pins. How to put you together, or to hold in this position? Come on. Okay, like this. So from the bulkhead here to the bow. And I need to bend properly it in the stern. So let me move to this side. Where's my brush? I will use a lot of water here, because here I have the smallest radius. It's on the transom, so I need to carve it, bend it. And I like this wood, basswood. It is really elastic. Let me try to grab this one. okay here. Something fell where it shouldn't. Can't flip it so you can see actually what I'm doing, and it is almost proper carve here. If you can see, just some glue is sticking also out. Let me fix this. Yes, closer. And so I will just boil this glue. Visible. Oh! Visible, sort of. So I want to dry it as much as I can, or as many as I can. And then I will steam entire plank one more time. It's hot already to hold it with my finger. And I can use also this long clamp somehow, but don't know how. Impossible. It's not wide enough to open. Or to do something like this. Oh, okay. At least like this, it is holding it. Or rubber band. And I will remove this one. And now I will clamp this one. So yes, I'm holding it with a rubber band and clamp. Can I clamp something more here? Actually, from the top view it's perfect, no gaps. Probably something small here. I can add some glue. It's too bright. That is my favorite tool. Just to clean it a little. Actually, upper part is just perfect. Let's move to the lower one. We'll put it on the side. One of my clamps just lost its red part. Don't know which one. Can't see it right now. But now I want to remove each clamp, wet it, and steam it one more time, because I have still some gaps between this plank and planking actually. Yes, it also can do the job. I'm just using not pencils, but some leftovers like small planks, etc. It is working too. This is something what you can. Every time I'm creating a new plan how to clamp plank or piece of wood or something. This is improvisation each time. Actually, Impure is a very understandable cat. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Now he will come again and complain. When he hears his name, he's always coming and talking. So better to sit without talking about him, or he will come and start complaining. This is the most talkative cat I have ever had. Yeah, every time to clamp something, it is really improvisation, because when I had a limited quantity of clamps, so I was mostly using some wooden parts, planks, or something which I can clamp, and I will actually can clamp bigger surface. So it's always improvisation, depends what you have. This is right now I have a lot of clamps, and I'm just happy to have them. So every time when somebody wants to bring me a small gift, clamps are always good. And probably that's why I have a lot of them right now. I want to add some glue here because it is not glued properly on this part. And I probably just will boil it. Can't stick this one. Probably wooden ones, like this. Good. And now I will move to this side. where is it? Brush. And this. And I need to put this one back. I think done. Now I need to wait until it dries. Oh, you see, no gaps on the deck. Everything precisely clamped from stern to bow. And let me try to show you this side. Properly bend in the transom, and that brown part, this is boiled glue without any gaps. Yeah, with that quantity of clamps it's not really visible, but trust me, I just bend it in such a way that no gap between that reinforcement plank. So, and we will wait until it dries completely. So then let me repeat my announce in the end also, because who hasn't joined us immediately. So I will tell that tomorrow I can't finish my day sailor because I'm going to Boston, and I want to actually this one. So we will finish the day sailor next Sunday, and tomorrow I'm going to Boston to drop off my models at the Constitution Museum. So who wants to visit that ship also can visit museum, because there will be exhibition with lots of models from next Friday. It's, I believe, 31st. Yes, from the Friday, January 31st, and to, I believe, February 8th. Let me check the date. I have it somewhere. Yeah, so the model show opens on Friday, January 31st, and runs through Sunday, March 8th. Sorry. So it's quite long exhibition. So you can go to Boston, visit a museum, and check out that exhibition. And two of my models also will be there. So next time I will ask you which models were there. And this question in the chat about sails. So for this particular model, I will show you how to make beautiful sails from this textile which you have in your kit. But I will show my sails from my favorite textile. So I will show you two different techniques, so how you can, even without practically sewing it, to make a beautiful sail from the textile which you have in your kit. And I will sew my sails like I did it for a day sailor, with a bolt rope inside it, so how it should be. Even if it is not visible, I just know that I did it. I don't know about fun in Boston. I just want to drop off my models. And I like that museum. I probably want to go again aboard the Constitution. And I like that ship. It's really something, you can touch it. It is from that sailing era. Bar clamps? Don't know. I name all of them clamps. But if you want to find something like this, I have them in my list on Amazon. It is in the description under this video also, tools and materials. So you can find these clamps there, but they are like $22 or $24. I bought two. Quite expensive, but sometimes are very useful. Yes, true. I will cover entire hull with filler. This is for car repairs, the finest one. I don't know. I will use exactly the same which I used for the Day Sailor, because right now I have, this is the oldest one. Probably I brought it with me when I moved in the United States in 2019, and it still works good, but just quite old. I have somewhere that jar which I used for the Day Sailor because I like the color of that filler. It's light, it's almost the same color as basswood, not really visible, but I will cover this time entire hull with a layer of filler. Because on the Day Sailor I got that problem where pieces, just small parts, where it wasn't covered with the filler, just wooden material. It soaks the primer and that grains start growing through it. So I covered it twice with white, I believe, and only when I covered the bottom with green color paint, it become thick enough layer of paint that it is not visible. But I want to do it at the very, very beginning, and especially that part where we have a seam between two planks on the hull, and on this model it will be in the bow also balsa, and so it's absolutely different wood, and it is even more with bigger grains, and it will be even more visible. So I definitely should cover this part with a filler. So actually I will create, or I will make a base. You should probably, I can paint it without primer after all, but I will use primer also. I don't know if I will be able to make a tour video because it will not be available tomorrow. Tomorrow only a drop-off day, and it will be open on the next Friday. So I don't know if I can go before the exhibition will be closed. I would like to, because I just like to show different museums, and because during this more than a month, this will be a very interesting exhibition with lots of models. Actually, this is dedicated for celebration 250th anniversary, I believe. Let me check. Of the US Navy. It was somewhere, this information, I have seen it. Maybe here. Yeah, I just will read. Celebrating Navy Marine Corps 250. So to celebrate the 250th birthday of the US Navy and Marine Corps, the USS Constitution Museum is requested models representing their history. All models of any type are welcome in this year's show, but if you are debating which model to submit, please consider a US Navy model. But actually my models are more likely local. The small shallop, inspiration for that one was shallop as in Captain John Smith, and because it really was something very often used for fishing, for just searching everything around. It was very popular type of boat in this area. And Pinky schooner, it was also very popular in New England. Was very popular in New England. So I'm just bringing local boats. This time without carrack. Yeah, this is my biggest fear when I'm transporting models, and because also all models should be in display cases. That's why I built recently very Russian, actually my time, to build display case for Pinky Schooner. And it is with huge glasses, and this is what I'm afraid the most, vibrations. So not to break the glass, because the display case built in such way, if I will break the glass, I need to build a new display case. Or I have to build a new display case. This is just that type of models. Even if you can't make proper planking, it doesn't matter. Just put it together. You will cover it with a wood filler. You will shape the hole with a filler. Especially this for car repairs. I think I have seen something similar in Home Depot or Lowe's, automotive or something. It is also for the last layer when you're repairing a car, and you have to shape that damaged part, etc. So the finest grains of that double component fillers for the car repairs, they will do the job. It sticks to the wood just perfectly. And why I'm not recommending to use wood filler or wood putty, because especially if you have double planked hole, so first layer of planking, you will apply that wood filler, and when you will start making second layer, it just can peel off together with that wood filler, which is not sometimes good. But if you are using this filler for car repairs, oh, this is an air raid in Kyiv. Just it is more sticky, and you can create even surface for painting without even primer in it. So yeah, Bondo also will do the job. Just I don't like Bondo. It is more like stone, stiff, and it is such a difference in materials. Really, when you start sanding very soft wood like basswood and Bondo, you will feel it. So that's why I like that filler for car repairs. It's softer, it's lighter. Probably the most important that it is much lighter, because Bondo is too heavy. You just can experiment, apply Bondo on a piece of wood and try to sand it, and just you will feel it under your sanding block, how stiff it is. Just such a difference or contrast in when something stiff material and soft material, like soft basswood and very stiff Bondo, it's not good for sanding. You just can create not perfectly level surface. It will be like heel on the Bondo, and just you will make over sand the part which is without Bondo. But if you will do it carefully and with thin layers, it's okay. I used Bondo also on my models, just because I couldn't find here proper this for car repairs fillers. This is also something what I was struggling from the very, very beginning. All the manufacturers which I know from Ukraine or which are known in Europe, they are not available here. Some of them I can find, like Osmo. I believe this is German manufacturer Osmo. This is mix of oils and wax. And it's only recently become popular in the United States, what I'm seeing. And it is available on Amazon now, but not 5 years ago. I just had bad experience with wood fillers. That's why I prefer that filler for car repairs. And honestly, I just don't want to experiment on more models, so I prefer to use something what I already know. Or I have to try it on samples before using it on the model. And I had this problem with peeling off wood filler with a second layer of planking. Just I glued it, and my plank started playing because it just peel off from the first layer of planking. That's why I'm not very big fan of wood fillers. If it is the only one layer of planking and you will use wood filler and paint the model, it's okay. But if you will work, like continue working with it and you have to apply second layer of planking, it is not good for glue and second layer of planking on top of it. What is squadron putty? I need to check it. And I just got lots of plastic putty Vallejo, but not squadron putty. Can't find anything like you have typed. Actually, I like any type of double component putty. It's really much better than just water-based wooden putties. Yeah, epoxy also will do the job, just a little messy. Micro balloons, what is this? Actually, for this display models, it doesn't matter actually that much about weight. Just should be sticky and should create perfect surface. But for like aircraft or RC models, it is important also to think about the weight. So let me find where is that can which I have used for the day sailor. I think I know where is it. This is what I have used for the day sailor. Oh, actually, this is Novo, but I think this is also made in Poland. Universal putty. Yeah, it's something written in Polish, but should be in English. I don't know what is this language. Maybe it is again not available in the United States, but this is for car repairs. Usually you can see something like fine. Actually, on this one is written. So this is fine. So this is the finest one, the last layer, which you usually using for the car repairs. And this one also made in Europe Union. So it's probably also not available in the United States, but something similar definitely you can find in these hardware stores. Oh, this is my pleasure. I'm really enjoying sharing my knowledge, and you are just reminding me at the very, very beginning. And really, I was just searching and thirsty for somebody to share their knowledge with me. But in Ukraine, it is a sport, and people are not that ready, let's say, they're not ready to share what they know with you because you are their competitor. And I like it so much here when it is just a hobby and people just enjoying it. And I'm glad to help you. And I'm just very happy when you are asking me something. And even when you think that should I ask it or not, you should. Every time when you're thinking that you don't know what to do, even what glue to use, what tools to choose.
Attention. The air alert is
Oh,
over.
good.
May the force be with you.
And so just ask. And that's why I also started these live streams, because you can ask me right away. Not that I'm constantly reading a chat. Sometimes when I'm sticking my nose into a model, I'm just missing some comments. So you just type it under the video in the just regular comment, not in the live chat. I will answer it. Yeah, it's, for car repairs, all fillers are two-part components. So this is actually like working like epoxy. You have to mix component A with component B, and it will harden in a couple of minutes, which is also nice because you just can apply it, wait 5 minutes, and you can send it, and you can continue working with your model. Thank you. I'm glad you like them. And today it become a little shorter stream. So, and I think that another 2 shorter streams will be ahead of us because we have to plank 2 sheets of lower planking. And because just I have to wait when it dries completely, I can't continue working. I was thinking about gluing on another side a piece of wood, but just because of quantity of clamps, I just can't do that. Thank you, Dave. Yeah, I just have this application with air raids in Kyiv because my mom is there and I'm just checking on her, especially when it is night and she's sleeping. She just can't hear air raid from outside with closed windows. I just have to wake her up every time so she can go and hide at least behind 2 walls if she hasn't time to go to a bomb shelter. That's why I'm constantly monitoring this. So I'm sorry for that noise, but for me it is very important. So then I think this is it for today, and if you don't have more questions, you just search for one of that double component filler for car repairs or anything what you like, because really on this model it doesn't matter if it is water based, just wooden filler, because we will paint it on top of it. So everything what you will feel comfortable to use, because probably on the 3rd stream from today we will use this filler. Oh, then choose fine, and it will be perfect for the model. I think I have also in description under live streams also my website, www.shipphotographer.com, and you can write or text me with pictures in the feedback or contact me, so you can send pictures also there. Thank you very much, guys, for joining me, for supporting my channel, and for chatting. I really appreciate it. It becomes really much more fun to build when somebody is also next to your shoulder watching, commenting, and my camera decided to die. No? Oh, good. So today it survived almost 2 hours. Sometimes it is doing this in 20 minutes. I think this is just because Coupler, I think it's fake, because I ordered it on Amazon and it arrived just in plastic bag without any package. It was written on description like it's Canon, but I think it's fake Canon. It can't be, because usually Canon, they are packing even the smallest parts in boxes with warranties, but this one just arrived in transparent plastic bag. So I'm afraid that's why I'm getting these problems, and my camera just can't turn itself off without any reasons. So then, see you next Saturday with Lobster Smack, and we will finish Day Sailor next Sunday. Then see you next weekend, and bye guys. Have a nice day.